industry is resetting today. Number two, I am going to talk about what magic we are building. Number three, what is the opportunity that lies ahead of all of us. Let me start with how industry is resetting today. We all know the world is becoming more intelligent, more interconnected, and more instrumented today. That is giving all of us an opportunity to think differently, act differently, and transform differently, socially, economically, as well as technically. There is evolution of a new business paradigm that's happening ahead of us. And it's again happening around three distinct dimensions. The first dimension is new business model. As we all know, the entire industry is evolving around new business processes. Every organization today is trying to reset the business model. There is focus around market activation. And the number two dimension is all about actionable insights as well as orchestrated operations. And the third one, which is the last one but not the least, is all about building new expertise. How can we build the restless talents? Every organization today is trying to build that restless talent within the organization. Number two, in that line, is all about how can we orchestrate the entire ecosystem. And I remember ex-CEO of General talking about ex-CEO of IBM General talking about there is nothing called competition today. It's all about competition. Competition plus cooperation, all together working out. That's what the industry is really setting out to. You heard Mr. Stephen talking about different next-gen technologies and how that is influencing the industry. And today, if we really look at secure cloud platform is the foundation on which the next-gen technologies are built, helping organizations to reinvent the business at this point of time. There are multiple parameters that play a very, very critical role here. The first one is all about agile culture. Every organization is trying to become agile, become nimble, to drive value proposition for themselves as well as for their customers. In the same time, there is increased focus around ecosystem expansion that every organization is trying to do. There is increased focus around next-gen technologies, cognitive automation, AI ML, which I will cover quickly in the next few minutes. And in the same time, there is exploration of next-gen applications, the SaaS ecosystem, as well as intelligent workflows that's happening all around us. That's the way the business is really trying to stepping up to. Let's quickly move into the next part. What's really focused around what magic we are trying to build today with the exposure of all those technologies we heard about, whether it is cognitive automation, AI ML, quantum computing, high performance computing, sustainability, so on and so forth. This is something that's given by McKinsey, almost $3.5 trillion opportunity for AI adoption. And many of us try to figure out what really is the golden use case that we need to focus on. And as for McKinsey, the real golden use case is nothing but the software development use case. And how the software development paradigm is really changing. Let me talk about a customer scenario for all of us to align to. Let's look at a customer here and look at the business challenges the customer is really facing. There is an old legacy monolithic application within customer environment, which is made probably 30 years back, made up of 10 million plus lines of code and completely undocumented. Even if the documentation is there, the documentation is not in sync with the flow. The biggest challenge for the customer is increasing tech debt, rising maintenance costs, and in the same time, absence of legacy resources. I'm sure all of you need to do this every day. Today, for the next 10 developers, next 10 builders, if you ask them to learn any of the legacy technologies, probably they will say thank you very much and run out of the room quickly, right? Nobody is ready to learn those legacy technologies today. So how this business can survive? And it's a mission critical application that runs the bread and butter of the organization. Customer wants this application to be modernized to some modern architecture with reduced risk and in the same time with greatest of operational stability. How do you do it? Any idea anyone want to highlight? If this is the application and this is the problem statement that's thrown to you, how do you address this problem? 10 million line of code, undocumented. Where do we really start? That is what every organization is today grappling with. It's almost like a oh my god problem. That is the reason most of the modernization engagements within organizations either do not kick off, or if they kick off, they really don't see the day of the light. So how do you really translate this oh my god problem to on my god problem? How do you really handle this problem and help our customers to move to that modern architecture, become more agile and become more futuristic? The answer is again another oh my god. OMG, right? It's not oh my god now, it's object management group. Can I request a raise hand? How many of you really practice subject management group here? Yeah, at least I see few hands here. Great. So, what does really object management group say, and what role really AI, GenAI, agentic AI plays here to address this business problem? Today, as we all know, AI assistants are redefining the developer productivity. And I will make it very simple for all of us to align. We have the old system, you saw the customer business problem, which is made up of oldest of technologies. I'm sure some of us must have heard of technologies like COBOL, Natural, K1, so on and so forth, or not so old technologies like C, C++, Foxtrot. Many of us have gone through that journey. And the need of the customer is to move to something new, something modern, Java, C#, or whether it's main stack or non-stack that's predictable and intelligent. And so very much software development project, and it will go through its own software development life cycle, starting from analysis to design to development. So how do we leverage AI and GenAI to do this project through various software development life cycles? Today, we have smart static and dynamic analysis tools that can help us to analyze those massive 10 million line of code and click of a button and create 32 different kind of language, different kind of reports that can extract business rules, logic, and workflows from the source code. In the same time, there are conversion tools, again thanks to AI, and convert those legacy monolithic applications to something which is Java. Is this good Java or bad Java? This is bad Java. It's coming from a very, very monolithic one. But the biggest advantage is you can reverse engineer this Java code to what we call as a base UML diagram. Still not good UML diagram, but in a very short span of time, something that was like an elephant, and you touch different body parts of the elephant as a blind man, you probably can think it's different things there. But today, because of the advent of AI and institutionalization of AI processes and mechanisms, you could have the UML diagram which is standardized, created from those legacy monolithic code in a very short span of time. Now, you can leverage agentic AI that agents can crawl through different architecture patterns, design patterns to refine those base UML diagrams to something that is like your solution blueprint. And once your solution blueprint is available with all the rules, business processes embedded within the solution blueprints, today we have mechanism to automatically forward engineer that blueprint to your target application. Click up a button. So what's the advantage here? Because of the automation that we are driving at different phases, leveraging AI is going to make us more productive, more quality oriented, and can give us time to market advantage. That's the role exactly AI is going to play when we try to deliver the most important use cases, that is software development use cases for our us. Okay, so why not this service? You can leverage AI and agentic AI today across various parts of your software development lifecycle to get those productivity benefits. Starting from, like I just talked about AI-assisted code generation. You can do test case generation. You can do automated code reviews. You can do the whole 9 yards of DevOps, site reliability engineering, observability, and implementation of chaos engineering practices as well. Building self-healing applications, context-aware applications, adaptive software development capabilities. Today, AI, GenAI, and agentic AI has penetrated into all aspects, all layers of software development capabilities. That's helping all of us to become more and more productive at this level. And to add to that, we can leverage AI-driven development lifecycle that we call as Hyatt Regency that can help us to move from AI-assisted development to AI-driven development to AI-managed development. And here is the benefit from one of the customer, where by leveraging this approach, the customer has got 4.5 times return on investment while cutting the software development cost by half. That's the benefit AI is delivering us for software development capabilities. Good. So I call it as the dawn of a Renaissance developer. Many of us probably know that tools don't change, but the fundamentals really endure. We have been hearing about if AI is going to take a lot of developer jobs, but I see probably that trope is not a valid trope. Why? We all have been there in the past. Computers will come and take our jobs. We all heard about that. Same time, many of you who are assembler programmers at some point of time probably know that when compilers came, people thought that compilers will take the job of assembler developers. Same thing in late 2000s, when cloud became very, very prevalent, many of us thought that operational engineers' jobs are going to be redundant. It's not. With the advent of cloud, the jobs became more prevalent, and with the explosion of cloud technology, there are more opportunities that we are exactly at the same inflection point. The fundamentals are not going to change for developers, right? And what are the fundamentals? Again, three things: curiosity, creativity, as well as system theory. That's what I call as the developer's key capabilities, and that's what every Renaissance developer really need to possess, right? Like the thinkers of Renaissance, those of you aware of the history, were not limiting themselves to any of the capabilities or any of the silos, and pretty much open to explore and take risks. Same time, every developer today really need to act like a Renaissance developer and be open to explore and expand their capabilities across the domain. Good. So then what's the opportunity for all of us? Let me quickly talk about some of the points. And I know there are quite a lot of things that I could go on talking, but to add to, I'm going to focus on 5 frontiers, which I feel most important frontiers for all of us. Frontier number 1, AI adoption momentum is real. Today, if you look at 72% of the